hip-hop.
But yeah, we'll talk about what happened on Dynamite yesterday. So, good old Britt Baker herself came strolling down there. So you didn't know Britt Baker has been out for like 10 months. And folks have been wondering what the hell has been going on. Well, it turns out when she went out there with her babyface promo, so she's now babyface, which is the smart way to go. And she decided that she wanted to structure her promo in like 3 phases, like the past, the present, and the future. So I'm cool with this structuring. Was it kind of long? Was it kind of involved? Sure. But hey, let her cook. She just came back from a long time out. I'm good with that, all right? So she wanted to cook in this promo. Fine, okay? Went on a little long, but it was fine. So she talked about what happened with her. Herniated disc, she had a torn hip labrum. But the big thing kept her out for so long was she basically had this thing called a transient ischemic attack, something like that. It's TIA. Basically a mini stroke is what she had. The entire right side of her body locked up. She couldn't open up a bottle. Her right arm went numb. It was scary. And that is why she's been out for so long. So a lot of times when these talents are out, they're injured, they're not being featured, we're like, what's going on? What the hell's going on with Tegan Knox? What's going on with Gigi Dolan? What's going on? A lot of times these people are going through stuff and they don't want to disclose it publicly, but they keep it to themselves. So just keep that in mind sometimes when you're wondering what's going on with this talent. Where are they? Why aren't they not on TV? Some of them might be going through something they don't want to disclose. Like for example, Gigi Dolan, she tore her ACL. She could have freaking announced that anytime, but she didn't. Maybe she didn't want to accept what happened. Maybe she wanted to keep it to herself, no matter the reason. She had an ACL tear, and that's why she was out. So for months, when we were wondering, what happened to Gigi Dolan? Is she getting suspended? Did she get cut? Why is she not on TV? Well, she had an ACL tear, and for whatever reason, she didn't want to talk about it. Britt Baker had been out for a while. She had this freaking mini stroke. She didn't want to talk about it until now. Sometimes the talent want to keep some privacy. Maybe that's why they're not on TV. Not so much that the booker is being mean. No, sometimes the booker is letting them stay home and recuperate and, get some time to get better and rest up, okay? So just keep that in mind. We don't know what's going on with these people. So keeping that in mind, with her promo, her structured promo, the past, the present, and the future, talked about how she was apprehensive and nervous about coming back because she thought that the fans may not embrace her. Some people love her, some people don't. But she's been out for so long, so I think she's in the good graces of the fans, and she's very much in the babyface. We want to see you. We're happy to see you. There was some annoying fan that was freaking in the audience that was screaming, what? Some people are just assholes, I don't get it, just assholes. She's out there. She talks about the future, which then leads to Mercedes Moné. And when she does that, one thing she does before Mercedes pops up, she actually addresses something I've been wanting to. Well, not wanting to. I've been talking about it for the whole time. Like she said, you have a theme music that manipulates the audience. That's what it does. It's manufactured chants, the CEO thing, CEO, CEO, CEO. It's cringe. I said it was cringe then. I think it's cringe now. Now that she's a heel, the theme works. I like the theme now. But when they're presenting her as a babyface, the theme was cringe. I'm glad she called it out because it's always been a terrible theme. As long as she's being a babyface, it was. Now it's fine. We'll talk about that a little bit. So she calls out the bad theme. And once she does that, you hear a honk honk, like a big loud honk from a SUV that she rolls up in. Mercedes comes out and then she goes up right next to the EVPs. And I was like, yes, 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 finally. Finally, they are presenting her as a heel. There's no way to unsee this image, okay? Once you put Mercedes Moné next to these two, it's a heel run, okay? They're over there yucking it up, having an old chat about congratulating her on her title wins. And once you do that, this character is now a heel. She should have been a heel the entire time. But I'm glad that somebody over there, whether it's Tony Khan or Mercedes Moné, whoever's calling the shots, because according to Mercedes Moné, she has creative control, whatever that means. That could mean a couple different things. We don't know for sure. But I'm glad somebody made the decision to turn her heel. Because for a second, I don't know what the hell is going on over there. At first, she was a babyface with Willow. Then she turned heel in the end. I said, oh, finally, that makes sense. She's a heel now. Awesome. And then they turned around. made her a babyface again when going up against Stephanie Vaquer. I don't know why they did that. Stephanie could have been a babyface. I don't know. I mean, she's a badass. She's cool. There's nothing about Mercedes Moné that screams babyface. There's nothing to like about the character. Spoiled, entitled, all about the money. Money rules everything around me. There's a price to pay when we mess with Mercedes Moné. There's nothing endearing about the character. She's a heel through and through. The way she presents herself, the way she acts, her forced piped in chants in her theme music, it all screams heel. But once you see this image with the CEO with the EVPs, okay, it's heel going forward. And I freaking yelled in my room, yes, when I saw this image, because finally Mercedes Moné will be able to be more in line with what makes her comfortable. She's a comfortable, natural heel. Let her cook in this role. No matter how bad her promos are, when she's in the heel role, she's fine. Maya said you don't want Mercedes with the elites. The Young Bucks are so annoying. Well, Mercedes Moné, the character Mercedes Moné, can be annoying as well. She can be annoying, especially with that annoying ass theme. Okay, so it works for her character to be aligned with the EVPs. I get what you're saying. I'm not that high on the Young Bucks either, but it makes sense for her character for now to be aligned with the EVPs in some way or fashion. Now, they tell her, hey, Mercedes Moné, great job winning those 2 belts. Now, your ceremony starts now. So they cut back to freaking Britt Baker. And Britt is standing there in the ring. They go down to the freaking ring and they start pouring in the freaking balloons at her feet, pretending like she's not even there. She was invisible. Mercedes Moné, her character is arrogant and she doesn't care about anyone else but herself. Everyone else is beneath her. So that visual of them putting the freaking balloons in the ring, setting things up like she's not even there, was perfect for that character. Then the music hits, the piped in CEO chants came in. The first time I said, yes, it works now. That terrible theme works because she is now a heel. And that awful theme works with an obnoxious character like Mercedes Moné. She goes down there, she does her whole shtick. It's a price to pay when mess with Mercedes Moné. Chicago, how you doing? You know, and they were chanting DMD the entire time, which works well for Mercedes Moné. She rolled with it. She was comfortable with it because she expected it. This is the direction, folks. The direction is, I'm a heel, I'm obnoxious, I'm the best, and I'm gonna treat you like such. She mushed DMD's face from her, giving her that classic Sasha Banks heel routine, and I think it works well. I'm excited about this dynamic now because it makes sense. Oh, by the way, the crowd told her to shut up, which is hilarious. Told her to shut the F up over and over again. It works on many levels. You have the character that is Britt Baker, who has been there the whole entire time. You have the obnoxious heel from Mercedes Moné. The dynamic makes sense. The characters make sense for this feud. I'm with it. Now we talk about the promos going forward. Some people will say Mercedes is not the best, but again, as a heel, it works well. You have Britt Baker, who some say is very good on the mic. Well, then she can carry these segments with her mic work, so that works well. And then in the ring, you have a Mercedes Moné who is a general, who's far better in the ring than Britt Baker is, let's be honest about it. So it works out well. Mercedes Moné can handle the in-ring, carry Britt along, and Britt can handle the promos, bring some creativity in that regard, make it more authentic from the babyface perspective, and bring that, you know, the good guy vibe in that regard. So both of them will help each other out. This feud should do good. I'm not that hopeful about the damn in-ring matchup. I'm hoping it's fine, but Britt Baker freaking challenged her to All In. Hope that they deliver in the ring. But I'm just more happy that the dynamic makes sense now. She is now a full-blown heel, and we'll see how Britt Baker adjusts herself to this babyface role, and if she can match the star power of Mercedes Moné. That'll be interesting to see. So that's where I'm at with that. I thought that segment worked well. I don't think the promo was that bad. It was fine. Mercedes Moné will never blow you away on the mic. She'll never be great on the mic. She will never be. But she could be serviceable enough to have a good exchange on the mic. It was fine. And it worked well within the structure of the segment. I thought it was a win for that segment. I give it a 9 out of 10. Am I overstating it? Probably, because I'm happy that they made the right choice. Mercedes Moné is a heel going forward, and that is how it should stay for the long term.
Kip up!